Then, to conclude the masterclass for today, I want to talk to you about business briefing / meeting etiquettes. Business meetings and / meeting etiquettes. Because this is one of the reasons why some of you don't have good output in your presentations. You run a powerful presentation, but a lot of things happen that makes people not sign up. So pay attention very well, gentlemen and ladies, pay attention. If you know you run a presentation, pay attention. If you know you stay in a hall during presentation, pay attention. Because these etiquettes are things that signals that your prospects are reading. And those signals are the things that will make them sign into the business or not. You need to understand this, that you cannot be telling somebody to come and do a ₦1 million business on a ₦1,000 table. You can't expect somebody to come and discuss a ₦1 million business on a ₦1,000 table, right? So understand these etiquettes. I will be reaching out to you. Very important. It's not, I need you to take notes. Now understand this. You spend so much time chasing your prospect down, and you finally got him to see a business presentation. He is a professional. The person you invited is a professional or a business owner, and you hold him in high regard. You hold him in high regard. You finally got him to come and see the presentation. But to your dismay, he is totally turned off by how people appear, how they dressed for the presentation. Nobody is greeting him. Nobody welcomes him when he comes. Right? Nobody is greeting him. He overhears gossip and negative chatting or whining. The guy is coming to presentation and he's hearing somebody saying, I've been doing this presentation since this is my 7th meeting and nobody has joined my business. He's overhearing this. This business is hard though. Kind. My friend did this, and you know, this is entering their ears. Are we paying attention? If you are paying attention, come to the chat room and say, I'm paying attention. Come to the chat room and say, I'm paying attention, because this is one of the reasons why a lot of people are not doing well. And that is what I want to address. Because you might not know where your problem is coming from. Why you do a presentation and nobody signs up, only few people sign up. Right? He overhears gossip or negative chatter or whining. Some of the people are wearing jeans. Look at what I'm reading. Building an empire, right? Network marketing business. I'm reading this from here because we've been saying this and people have not been paying attention. So probably you will pay attention to an expert now. Some people are wearing jeans, shorts, tennis shoes. For the ladies, you are wearing, what you're wearing is not good, right? You are wearing things that make people begin to think of different things. Instead of focusing on the presentation, they are focusing on what they can do with you. During the presentations, phones are going off. People are getting up to get water. That's why I tell you, see, when you come to a presentation, you find that your own people in your own hall, you are the reason why guests are leaving. And you wonder why are guests leaving? Why wouldn't they leave? Instead of you sitting down, you are there sitting down, and some of you sit in front, and you will stand up and you walk out of the hall thinking because you're a partner, it doesn't matter. Do you think the guest knows you're a partner? The guest does not know you're a partner. To him, somebody is leaving, and probably you're going to the toilet to go use yourself. And the moment you stand up and leave, your guest will follow you and leave. If you know you need to leave the hall, never enter the hall for presentation. Don't come and mess up our business. Right? Don't mess up our business. Right? Now, the speaker is losing her train of thoughts. Right? And he loses his own focus. Because as all these people are losing focus, the speaker also begins to lose focus, and the guest himself loses focus. At the end, people scatter, and so he assumes he should be leaving too. So he says he will get back to you about everything and leaves. This disaster can be avoided. It must be avoided if you wish to build a big team. Every team leader and meeting holder must teach on this topic at least once a month to his or her local team. Understand that? You must teach on this. Now, here are the key points to focus on. Pay attention to the key points I'm going to read out to you now, right? It's very important. There are 17 points I will read out to you, and I want you to pay attention for that. Number one, arrive at least 30 minutes prior to the start of meeting. The pre-meeting is the most important part. This is where your prospect can catch the energy from excited associates, distributors, even before the actual presentation begins. They want to catch the excitement. You want everyone to be excited. So you don't want to come to the meeting 30 minutes late or 2 minutes before it starts. Some of you walk into the meeting as if you're a prospect. Who were you expecting to put the presentation in place? The speaker is there arranging hall, and people are seeing the speaker arranging hall, and then he will stand up and start presenting, and you want people to sign up. You've lost it already. Give your prospect whatever. If you're a president, give your prospect a glass of water and make him feel comfortable, right? It is amazing what holding a glass of water does to their comfort level, right? Remember when you went to a bar or social event and had nothing in your hands. So if you are inviting somebody, be there. As the person is going to sit down, offer him a bottle of Ever water. Let me tell you something. You give him a bottle of Ever water, that guy will not leave that place. He will not leave that place. We're not saying we will buy Ever water and give to your guests. No. If you are the one that gives him that water, it makes him more relaxed. 100 naira can keep that guy seated there. Try this week and see. When somebody comes into the hall you invited, as the person sits down, give him a bottle of Ever water. Buy it, come with it. You'll be amazed. The guy will hold it, sit down there, he's not going anywhere. He's made welcome. Right? 2, bring only positive attitude. Bring only positive attitude. Leave your problems at home. Leave your problems in the car. Talk only about this awesome, how awesome the business is. How much money is being made. Share success stories. How it has changed your life. No shop talk, right? About lost applications, guests not showing up, or even questions about the business. Remember, everybody is listening. So only talk positive things when you are talking, right? Don't talk about things that are not uplifting. Number 3, contribute to room costs. Contribute to room costs. Contribute to room costs. Distributors pay a fee to help pay for the high cost of renting a nice meeting room, so we can give a nice place to bring our guests. Hear me. I tell people, especially before COVID, if you sign up into this business, every week at least, even if it is 1,000 naira, send it to the leader to help alleviate the cost of the hall. They want to bring your guests. You want your guests to be in a reasonable environment, a comfortable environment, AC working, everything working, right? A place that looks successful. It is paid for. It is paid for. Right? It is paid for. We know how much we pay for halls. Some halls go in excess of 300,000 naira a week. We pay. So you want your guests to enter a comfortable hall, help alleviate it. It is no longer their business. It is no longer their business, right? Our business, those people, you people's business. It's no longer you people's business. Your guest is coming now. It's now your own business. So help alleviate it. For those of you who are coming afresh, help. 1,000 naira, send to your leader. 2,000 naira, send to your leader every week. Let them send it forth to help alleviate the cost of halls. Now, let me tell you the second thing that will do. It will make you invite. When you are having physical presentation and you are not contributing to the hall cost, you will not invite. You have no commitment inside. But once you start making payments to your G leaders, contact your G leader. There are 3 G leaders in this team. Contact them. Tell them, please, can I have the account number for payments? You send the money to the hall. Put your name. Right? We appreciate you. We'll give you a thumbs up. And these halls are going to be paid for easily. And you have people coming to the halls, run the meetings. The halls you invite your people into now are paid by people. Few people are just making the payment just because they value what they are doing. And that's why you have where to send your people into a presentation. So pay for halls is very, very important, right? Make that contribution. Number 4, do not wait at the lobby for your guests. Don't wait at the lobby for them. Many of you are just there hanging, waiting for them to come so that you just attack them. This sends the message that you need them. You never want to appear desperate. Our guests should feel privileged to be invited, right? They can find the room on their own. They can find the place. You give them the address. They can find the place on their own. They have the address, they will come. When they get there, they will come. If they call you, tell them, go to your social place, enter there, it is there. Don't go outside, come, let me go and bring you inside. No. Let them sit down there. Let them go and sit down. Then you can get them a bottle of water and give to them. So don't go and hang outside there. You are waiting. Many of you are there. Let me tell you, the guest that has not been called or reminded that is not on his way to the presentation is not that call you're making into the presentation in the presentation hall that will bring him there. Presentation is 2 minutes from starting. You're calling somebody ahead. Where are you? Are you on your way? I just want to remind you. It's not that call. The man is not even coming. If you have done your reminder, they will already be on their way coming. Number 5, dress for success. Dress for success. This is your multi-million-dollar business. Dress your best. Dress your best. John Mason said, dress excellently in all regards. Dress like the president of a major corporation. Listen carefully. No jeans, no sneakers, no work boots or hats, right? Of course, in Nigeria, we have our native attires, right? That we can put on, but it must be looking very, very smart. Make sure you inform your guests how to dress. It makes it serious. That's why I tell people when you tell them to invite people, you can tell them dress smart. Dress smart. You understand? You get what I'm saying? You can tell them dress smart. You can tell them smart casuals. Don't let them dress anyhow. I have walked somebody out of presentation hall because the person came into a presentation hall dressing with a basketball t-shirt. I walked him out of the hall. Said, please, this is not what we do here. You see people come into our presentation and they are dressing shabbily. Let me tell you what that does. It makes the other person who is dressing very well, who is a more decent guest, look at that man and say, no, I don't want to be in this kind of a place. They will stand up and leave. So henceforth, we are going to be bouncing people in our meetings who are not properly dressed. Because if you don't value your meeting, people will not value it. And it is these people who dress anyhow that will come out there and tell you, what is this thing people are doing? I can't be in this business. I did it in 2019, 2001, and it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. We're going to bounce guests who are not properly dressed. So when you're inviting them, tell them it is important you dress smart. If not, you will not be allowed entry. Let them put their best, right? Very important. Because these are some of the reasons why some people will receive your message and will not come. When they see the dress culture written there, corporately come, dress corporate. You can put it there, dress corporate. If the person tells you I don't have a corporate dress, tell him dress smart. That's why we tell people when they come, you see when I organize meetings, I tell my ushers, dress, black gown, red shoe, red necktie. There is something it does to people. Dress smart. If you are coming for the presentation and you are coming as a lady, you want to have a red gown for yourself in the team. If you're going to be there, have a red gown, have a black gown, have a red shoe, have a red necktie. Anytime we're having a physical event, dress like that for the event. Buy it for your office, for your wear. If you're a guy, you want to come for that same presentation, get yourself a blazer, a black suit, right? Up and down, a red shirt, it'll be okay for you. Right? Dress smart. So that when people come in, they see you, even if that's the only one you have it for your presentation. Don't be casual in your dressing, right? You're inviting people to come see a $1 million business. Number 6, no kids. No kids. We understand kids are adorable, but sorry, no kids. This is a business meeting. So this is a business meeting. What would you take your kid? Would you take your kid to a job interview? Would you take your children to a job interview? Of course not. We know your kids are cute, right? And they will definitely steal the attention from the speaker. It's as simple as that. So no exception, including guests, no kids. If a guest tells you, can I come with my kids? Tell them, please, kids are not allowed. It's a business meeting. Kids are not allowed, right? You can keep the kids with your neighbor, with a friend or whatever, but kids are not allowed. So no kids. It's a business meeting. Will you carry your kids into an interview? They invite you for an interview, you go there, carry your kids. They invite you to come defend a proposal. You are going for a 30 million contract, and you're going for it. Will you carry your kids? I have adorable kids. Let me bring them. I have nowhere to keep my kids. Will you do that? You won't do that. Why do it in your business? Understand the etiquettes. Number 7, no seat saving. No seat saving. Carry your handbag, you drop on the chair, you reserve for your guest that is coming late, right? If they are there on time, you get good seats. The best seats are up front. Don't sit in the back. This is where you experience the most distraction, is at the back. If your guest sits at the back, he or she will be distracted by everything. Having empty seats in the front row makes the whole meeting look bad. Get your guests seats up front, right? So that's where things are happening. No waving to your latecomers at the center and as they enter. Don't wave to them. You're not there waving to them. No. Don't even watch the door. That's the huge distraction to all. Watch the presentation like it is your first time. No empty seats. So if you're in the hall, sit there and watch like it's your first time. Sit in front. Learn the presentation. No going up and down. Some of you, your guests are in the presentation hall and you are chatting with them. Then you stand up and then go and meet them and they will stand up with you because they are chatting you, they want to leave. Let me tell you guys, the moment a guest enters the presentation hall, give him a seat, don't sit close to him. Don't answer his calls anymore. Don't look at him until the end of the presentation. Because whatever you do, you are encouraging your guests not to be in the presentation, not to focus. Understand these etiquettes, and these etiquettes will guide you to ensure that you have a great presentation. A great physical presentation. People wonder, why is it that I run presentation and nothing is happening? Why is it I run presentation and not get result? It is because you are falling short of these etiquettes. Number 8, turn off cell phones. Turn off cell phones. This is a major distraction to the speaker, the guest, and the team. Just turn them off for 1 hour, 30 minutes, right? And encourage your guests to do the same before they enter the room. You don't want them to be embarrassed because they can be embarrassed. When somebody tells them, please, can you put your phone off or can you please leave us? You don't want them to be embarrassed. So turn off the cell phone your own and so that your guest cannot even call you. Put it in your pocket and sit somewhere different from him. Turn off cell phones. Number 9, stay seated no matter what. Stay seated no matter what. Never get up during the presentation. Not for water, not to use the bathroom, or not to even greet your guest who is late. Never get up. Once you sit down, put your bum on that seat until the end of the presentation. So make sure you use the toilet before the presentation starts. Make sure you buy the water before the presentation starts. Once the presentation starts, sit down. Do not leave the hall. Do not leave the hall. Because if you stand up, you encourage the guests to leave. So they're just people walking up and down the place. You're encouraging your guests to leave, right? Number 10. No talking during presentation. We know you understand the presentation more than anybody. You destroy the credibility of the speaker if you answer your prospect questions during the presentation. It will also distract everyone else and cause the speaker to lose focus. If your prospect is sitting beside you, which you don't encourage, and is asking you a question, just tell him, focus, focus, focus. If the guy wants to leave, let him go. Don't leave with him. If he stand up, tell him, I'll get back to you. Let him go. If he's in a hurry, I invited you here and you want to go, you can go, no problem. I'll see you later. You sit down. Don't escort him out. Right? So, no talking during presentation. You destroy the credibility of the speaker. You even distract the speaker who is talking. Number 11, participate. Participate. Right? Participate in the presentation. If the associates in the seats are not laughing at the jokes, raising their hands when questions are asked, and sitting forward, the speaker will struggle to create energy. So all of you in the hall, when the joke is cracked, be the one to laugh the loudest. When it is time to clap, clap the loudest, right? Don't just sit down there and you're just looking at the speaker, trying to expect him to perform a miracle. The speaker is not a comedian, but if he cracks a joke, laugh, right? Participate in the meeting. This hurts your business. Contribute to the positive energy and watch your sign-up ratio go through the roof. Warning, don't get overboard with participation and make it seem rehearsed. Be natural, but be involved, right? When the speaker asks a question, answer. When people are supposed to shout, shout. When they're supposed to laugh, laugh. When they're supposed to raise hands up, raise your hand up very well. Raise it up very well. Don't just do this. Don't just do this. We tell you in our team, your hand is like this. So raise it well. Don't just do this. Nobody sees this. Nobody is motivated by this. But people are motivated by this. You can even raise 2 hands up, right? The ask question, you raise your 2 hands up. It makes the hall exciting. It makes your speaker feel he's a champion. Right? Now, stay seated for 60 seconds. When the presentation is done, right now, we have different ways we do ours, right? The thing about our own is that we have a way of closing people there and then in the hall. But if your guest does not stand up to go sign up immediately, right? What you want to do is ask him there and then in the hall with him seated, what did you like best about what you just heard? Right? What did you like best about what you just heard? If they're not interested at all, you can escort them, you can just escort them out, let them just go. Right? So they don't spoil the mood of those in the hall. You don't want somebody in the hall who is not interested and who is saying, I don't like this one is happening, that one happening. You observe that we don't ask questions in the hall. We don't do question and answer inside our meetings. The reason is because there are negative-minded people who are there to disrupt everything. That's why we don't do that, right? So we want people who have the positive energy to get started. If the guy doesn't want to start, escort him out. Leave him outside there, let him go, come back, and focus on those other ones who want to sign up into the business, right? Use the speaker to close. This person in front of the room who just spoke has the most credibility. The speaker has the most credibility. Don't try and close your friends or prospects. Get in line and take them to the speaker, and this makes them feel special. The speaker has already done the closing for you. When the speaker refers them back to you to sign up, make sure you have your interest form or whatever you might need, right? So there are people that will come, okay, they bring somebody to the speaker. Quickly, the speaker will just give them 1 or 2 words, move them on, 1 or 2 words, move them on, because many people might be there, right? But of course, the speaker has already moved the batch that is supposed to sign up where they will sign up, right? Number 14, don't leave the room. Don't leave the room. As soon as you leave the room and enter the hallway to sign up your guest, you lose. Now you are in convince mode, and chances of them signing up is decreased by 50%. Stay in the room. It is your playing field where you stand strong on your turf. So if somebody comes in for that presentation, move him into where he's going to sign up, leave him there. Stay in the room. Stay where you are, right? Now, where the presentation is happening, that is your point of strength. That's your point of strength. There is energy around there in the room. There are people all over the place in the room. So many things are happening. Stay there. Stay there. Send him for payment. If he comes out and didn't pay, he comes in, he meets you inside the room. You do someone that close up or whatever you might need to do. Get the energy, draw the energy from the room there, right? And then always promote the next event. Always promote the next event. The purpose of any event is to promote the next event. So as a team player, go around and talk up the next event. Encourage people who might want to join the next event. People who have not signed up, you might want to get them into the next event, right? They want to come and see more, get more information, right? As much as you can. Move them into the next event from that same event. Introduce your new recruits. If anybody signs up into your business, you want to introduce them to other members of the team there and then. That will also encourage people to to get in, right? So somebody signs up, or the person comes out after paying, you bring the person up, you get to, you see other people there, you introduce them. This is my new prospect, my new teammate, he just signed up, welcome to the family. You welcome him. And the speaker, as people are going to sign up, the speaker wants to tell them, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. You welcome people who are going to sign up. When somebody pays, you announce his name, so person has paid, welcome to the family. So person has paid, welcome to the family. Right? And then for those people who have been chosen to do testimonials, if you are called up to do testimonials, that's the last one, you are not there to close. You're not there to encourage them to sign up. No, that's not your job. The job of the person doing testimonials is just come and tell your story. I used to be here. This is how I made this company. This is what I've benefit from this company. And this is my plan for the future. In a minute or two, you are done. You're not there to come and tell them, to motivate them, to encourage them, to tell them to sign up and aspire to perspire, to require. No, you're just there to give your talk and your introduction and your story, and you're out of there. The credibility still resides with the presenter. If you follow these etiquettes, gentlemen and ladies, I assure you, the presentation sign-up rates will go through the roof. A lot of prospects are lost just by falling short of these simple etiquettes. The next time you're having a presentation, behave as if that presentation was organized by the United Nations. If you don't behave as if your presentation was organized by the United Nations, then you are doing something wrong. Thank you so much.